This has been a confusing year for so many of us as consumers, as brands, as marketers, as salespeople. One good thing that has come out of the pandemic is the chance to reset on our priorities, our expectations, what our core values are, and how we move forward with them at the top of mind. I don't know about you, but I feel like personally, both as a marketer and a consumer, the chance to reboot and reset is energizing in a time that could be a major drain on energy and optimism. Brands everywhere from Nike to the local tackle store have the chance to reflect on the fundamentals. Are we absolutely clear on our brand values? And are we activating around that to the fullest extent? Is our marketing dollar working as hard as it can for us? And is our organic marketing on track, or have we veered out of our lane? Are we connecting authentically with consumers and, more important, with each other? It seems like there's so much gloominess everywhere. Do we change our approach? Do we shift the tone of our communications with each other? Should we be trying to find a new formula for messaging and visuals? Would a shift last forever, or would it be temporary? This next bit has a lot of marketers scratching their heads. How do we authentically connect during such a trying time? Here's the good news. Good storytelling is good storytelling. That hasn't changed. The elements of good storytelling have not changed. Brands and people just need to figure out how to put good storytelling into context. No matter how crazy the world seems, the best stories still have a core that tugs at your heart, teaches you something, makes you laugh, or connects to you in some way that makes you remember the narrative. There's a sweet spot here of compassion, relatability, and timeliness. One way to connect is compassion. How can we connect to how people are feeling these days? Well, McDonald's tapped into the COVID zeitgeist with their Touch This video. The content was distributed in Germany, and it shows people really paranoid about touching things that they really need to touch in a really funny way. There's a guy who can't touch the elevator controls. There's a woman on a city bus who can't bring herself to touch the handrail. And my personal favorite, a daring young girl on the flying trapeze who can't touch the swing she's supposed to jump to. They also smartly dust off MC Hammer's 90s hit, "You Can't Touch This." And it's a familiar narrative in the lyrics. The content ends by highlighting the McDonald's app. And since the spot's in German, I'm not sure what they're saying exactly, but I'm pretty confident they said you can touch the app. There's just so much about this that works. It plays to our collective uncertainty about what we can and cannot touch, but reinforces the notion that you can trust McDonald's. I put a link to the spot in the show notes below. Now, how does this affect us? We're not McDonald's, and we certainly don't have McDonald's budgets, right? Well, here's a great example of low-tech content that uses the same concepts. A high school principal from Childersburg, Alabama, did his own send-up of the MC Hammer song on YouTube, touching on the same theme. The principal, Dr. Lee, goes through a gauntlet of COVID challenges, from touching the copy machine to letting your mask drop down around your chin to the shortage of Lysol spray. Think about all the dry, boring videos that high school kids have had to watch about COVID. This is a brilliant piece of marketing by a high school principal who understands his target audience. Dr. Lee said on the Today Show that he did this video to show students that creativity never stops, as well as to deliver a safety message. If a high school principal can get creative enough to put some of these basic storytelling elements to work for himself, so can we all. We just need to figure out our own sweet spot, because Dr. Lee is right. Creativity never stops. Good marketing is always good storytelling. The union of these two qualities is always effective, in spite of or because of these challenging times. See you next time, y'all.